Welcome back to the channel. It is late Saturday on the 15th of November. You'll probably see this sometime on Sunday. Either way, it doesn't really matter. It is over halfway through the month of November. So for those of you that are interested in that sort of thing, you are over halfway through November. Amazing. Today we have a great, very lighthearted, kind of funny story about a Chihuahua on the West Coast in foster care who I won't spoil the story for you right away, but I'm going to read some of it, but not all of it. And then I'll put a link in the description box as always. Please go to it because there are some really cool TikTok videos that are part of the article, and you guys will love them. I think this is a great story. It's not very long, so today's video I think won't be too long, but I think you guys will like it. It is a good story. It is good news, and the videos are super cool. So please check it out. So I'll get right into it. This is called Rescue Chihuahua Has Cutest Reaction When Foster Mom Speaks Spanish to Him for the First Time. And this is from just a couple of days ago. Monica Matute, a dog lover who chronicles the rescues she fosters on TikTok, was having a hard time getting through to Nacho, the Chihuahua. But everything changed the moment she stopped giving him commands in English and switched to Spanish. It's very interesting. Please go to the video, go to the article and watch the videos. They're super cool. In a viral video with over 14 million views, Monica casually asked, "Nacho, ¿qué pasa?" What happened? And his pronounced ears immediately perk up as if to say, "You speak my language." She then tries out a few more phrases in Spanish, which translate to "let's go outside," "come on," and "want to eat." And all of them got Nacho's full attention. Suddenly, crying, thinking about how many dogs that aren't adopted because they aren't trained, but really they just speak a different language. Fable wrote in the comments, "I think he knows Spanish." So he is a native speaker. Natalie. So these are some comments from viewers to the TikTok. Once they spoke the same language, their relationship blossomed. Matute and Nacho got along great. The little Chihuahua helped change Matute's opinion of his breed. "I was not the biggest fan of Chihuahuas," she said in one clip. "I had this idea that they were like what you see in the movies, barky, opinionated, and a little dramatic. And they are, Chihuahuas are. I've had several Chihuahuas. And don't get me wrong, Nacho is definitely all of these things, but to my surprise, it's what made fostering him so fun. He's the kind of dog that will follow you everywhere, and is just perfectly content just being your shadow. He loves to burrow into blankets, and he's happy to nap with whoever's closest," she continued. After spending a few weeks with Matute, it was time for Nacho to move on to the Oregon Humane Society in Portland. "He's been such a nuthead to foster. He's been so funny," she admitted. "There are so many emotions that come with this, but I'm really proud of and holding on to the fact that he was brought into foster because we wanted to see how he would acclimate in a home, and he truly adjusted so beautifully." So the story does have a great ending. I hope you'll go to the link and check it out. The good news is that in less than 24 hours, Nacho was adopted by Nancy Garza Harris and her husband Rick from Seattle. The couple has changed the dog's name to Rogelio Montoya, an homage to Inigo Montoya from the film The Princess Bride. But Garza mostly calls him Mijo, which means my son in Spanish. I don't know why she would do that, but as long as she adopted him and they take care of him, I don't care. That's great news for the dog and the couple. This is interesting. Can dogs tell the difference between human languages? To put it simply, yes. Studies that put dogs in MRI machines found that they can distinguish real human words from made-up gibberish. They can even distinguish between familiar and unfamiliar languages. Even more impressive, when dogs heard the languages they were most familiar with, their brains showed stronger activity. This suggests that not only can dogs recognize human language, but they also process the specific language spoken most often by their families. I did not know that, but it doesn't surprise me. Nacho's story shows how making a small change in how we relate to pets and people can completely change a relationship. It's another great reminder that everyone has a story in the past, and when we make the effort to see them for who they are, beautiful things can happen. I totally agree with that. I thought this was a good news story and a happy, lighthearted story, and I wanted to do something like that with you guys on this Saturday. So, a couple of quotes. The dog is a gentleman. I hope to go to his heaven, not man's. Mark Twain. He's always good for a nice quote. Woodrow Wilson. If a dog will not come to you after having looked you in the face, you should go home and examine your conscience. There's probably a lot of profound truth in that. And to finish it out, I like this thing I've been doing the last couple of days. On this day in history, 1492, Christopher Columbus notes in his journal the first recorded European reference to tobacco. Interesting. 1884, European colonization and trade in Africa are officially regulated at the International Berlin Conference, formalizing the scramble for Africa among European powers. Wow, I'm not a big fan of the European scramble for Africa. In this day, on 1904, King C. Gillette patents the safety razor as the Gillette razor blade. Nice. This was a very instrumental, important day. In 1969, an estimated 2 million people take part in the Vietnam War moratorium demonstration, a huge demonstration in March across the United States. And on this day in 2017, finally, Leonardo da Vinci's painting Salvator Mundi sells for $450.3 million at auction in New York, a record price for any artwork. Wow, I do not think any artwork is worth that much money, but it is beautiful nonetheless. So that will be it for today. I hope that you guys are having an amazing weekend. I hope you're getting lots of rest and relaxation and getting ready for what I hope will be an even better week this coming week than previous. Remember, God is with you. He loves you wherever you are, whatever you're doing. You're never alone. I love you, and I hope to see you next time.